The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. A nice little gift there to start the ball game as they will begin things at the 40-yard line. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll run with Sanders. Sanders shaking and baking. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Bit of a haymaker right after the starting bell, Charles. One play on the ground, and you're already on the other side of the 50.
I like how you went boxing there. Essentially went from the weigh-in to walking into the ring, being introduced, and firing away. Big shot early.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And it'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Pardon me to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Reagor, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
Those are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, so get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
Wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. C.J. Uzomah, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Sanders. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
Second down. Here's Hurts. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. That's complete to Demetrius Harris, the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And they go play action now. Burrow. Open man here is Foster. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Robert Foster, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals have taken the lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Hurts. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Here's Hurts to throw. Flush to his right. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle. Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Burrow. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll give it to Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Taking it about the 1. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Not that time for Watkins. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Throwing is Hurts. Open man, it's Reagor. He's got it. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That third down conversion good for 23. On first down, Hurts. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run it, Sanders. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Side taken in by his tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Right back to him for 10 more and a first. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he works free. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On second down, here's Burrow. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Yeah, he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Come on. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On first and 10, it's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Quez Watkins, the intended target. Third down here.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw again. Steps away to his left. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. Being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. We've got a tie game score as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board.
He's got a man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Play action. It's Burrow. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner, Darius Slay.
Good job. Stepping up, Riley.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The return man, Wilson. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And a good pickup there by Mixon, and that shows the talent that he has. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, 4th in the NFL in 2018, 9th last year. But I look for those numbers to jump back up again with the introduction of new talent in Cincinnati.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, first down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. They'll throw it with Burrow. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Here's a run with Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They go play action with Hurts. And this one is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And quickly finding Rager. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
You go back to the 2nd round of the draft, and when Jalen Hurts' name was called, a lot of Philadelphia fans weren't extremely happy about it. But when you see his ability, he can be mobile, make plays out of the pocket, but he's got a much better arm and much more accurate than what people think. Remember, he was raised by his father in the game of football. His dad was his high school coach. This kid is a true gym rat, and he's going to get better every time out.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
Oh, that's a good job by Sam Hubbard getting home and getting the sack. And he does a nice job of setting the edge in the run game, as well as applying pressure. Going into his 3rd season now, 14.5 sacks in his first 2 years. Pretty strong for the former 3rd-round selection out of Ohio State.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that will be incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. Play action with Burrow. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And incomplete. He dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Forced out to his left. And that's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. This is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we're all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Now the first First play of the drive there is incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Fake to mix it, and now look to throw. They've got his man complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Burrow on play action. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Gun. It's Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Another run here with Sanders. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Buying time to... Oh, no, he lost the football. And that is going to skip out of bounds. So a break there for sure. They'll hold on to the possession at the 5-yard line. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So a big, big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This for the lead in the final stages. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it, happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Burrow now, a big spot for the Heisman Trophy winner. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Way to do it, baby. Way to come up. Way to come up.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Is taken in one-handed. What a catch. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Andrew Adams. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
After the pick-6, they go right back to the air. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Fletcher Cox able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Philadelphia, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.